Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 1st of August and see that what we have to discuss here. So let's start our session. Before we start, the things are like this. I have some international news, national news, state news, banking and finance, defense, science and tech, important days, ranks and reports, awards and recognition, appointments and resignation, and at last we will summarize the things. Before we start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sati@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have today is that IMF approves $1 billion loan for Pakistan. So Pakistan recently got this loan, and let me tell you it very clearly that Pakistan was going through a lot of economic collapse for the last some six or for last 1 year, and they were on the verge like Sri Lanka and other countries who have collapsed already. So IMF basically has funded Pakistan so that their particular economy will going on either by hook or by crook. So basically they have funded $7 billion loan for Pakistan. But remember, this loan is not like this that it is being given in just a single way. It will be going to be done in some installments. So International Monetary Fund has approved a $7 billion loan for Pakistan. Decision aimed to support Pakistan's struggling economy. Approval came more than 2 months after the initial negotiation. The plan is expected to provide significant economic reliefs in Pakistan, but also we can say that they have somehow need to pay back this loan. So for that purpose, they have to increase the rates of the taxes in their country. And for that purpose, again, the economy is going to be in turmoil. So recently they have got the loan, but how much they can survive, we have to see. Thailand to allow same-sex couples to marry in January. So recently, Thailand, a Southeast Asian country, will become the third place in Asia to allow same-sex marriage after, remember, Taiwan and Nepal. So recently, Taiwan and Nepal have given this approval, and now Thailand has also given the approval. So this has become the third country in Asia. If you remember, in 2023, India has obstructed the alliance of this kind of marriage in our country. The new law grants full legal, financial, and medical rights to the marriage partners of any gender. Landmark Marriage Equality Bill was officially written into law. Same-sex couples will be able to legally wed starting in January. So from January, they will have this kind of marriage. And now, after Taiwan and Nepal, Thailand is also the part of it. Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar inaugurates NFMS Control Center at REC Limited. So recently, on 25th of July, Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar inaugurated former Chief Minister of Haryana inaugurated the National Feeder Monetary System Control Center at REC Limited 55th Foundation Day in Gurugram. So he has inaugurated what? He has inaugurated the National Feeder Monetary System. NFMS provide real-time access to information on power supply outrages and overall health of about 2.5 lakh feeder across India. So this particular process will help to know that what kind of power supply, how much our power supply of ours have been given and outages, and other than that, it will also help 2.5 lakh feeders. The system will enhance transparency, efficiency, and accountability in distribution companies. So basically, it is there to provide transparency and all that, ultimately improving the quality reliability of power supply. The project integrates master and transactional data with 87 discoms and monitor real-time data from different sources. The union minister also planted 3 saplings at REC Limited office under the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign. I hope this particular campaign is all about that how we are going to grow a tree and we are going to give the data on this application, and for in reward we are going to get reward points or credit of how we are contributing to decarbonization of the environment. So that's all about it. Remember, Manohar Lal Khattar recently inaugurated NFMS, National Feeder Monitoring System. Government of India and ADB signed loans agreement worth 200 million for enhanced urban sanitation. So Government of India signed a USD 200 million loan with Asian Development Bank to enhance solid waste management and sanitation in 100 cities across 8 states. So now ADB will be helping the Government of India in creating more sanitation and how and more technology to particularly manage the solid waste in 100 cities across 8 states. The loan agreement is part of Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 comprehensive municipal waste management in Indian cities program. The program aims to make all India cities garbage free by 2026 by enhancing sanitation and solid waste management infrastructure. Okay, so that's all about it. So basically they are going to talk about that how we are going to manage the garbage by 2026, and we have to enhance the solid waste management. So for that purpose this particular loan has been given. ADB will support the establishment of solid waste processing and managing facilities, including biomethanation plants, composting plants, and managed landfills. So, three type of services will be held under this loan. Biomethanation plants, that means some kind of plant which will particularly eradicate the solid waste. Composting plants that will help in making the compost, that is the, you can say, the khad, and also the managed landfills by which we can also make the fertilizers. The program will also include the construction of community toilet and urinals and the purchase of sweeping equipment. So this all can be done under this particular loan. Central Silk Board celebrates 75 years of advancing Indian silk industry. So recently Central Silk Board, they have particularly started commemorating their 75 years of working, started in 1949. So Central Silk Board established in, that is particularly stayed in Mysuru. So they have started this particular program. The event marks 75 years of dedicated service to Indian silk industry. Numerous dignitaries attended the celebration. Several important launches and releases were witnessed during the event. So this was all done under the 75 years of Central Silk Board. UP Finance Minister Suresh Kumar Khanna presented 12,909 crore supplementary budget for financial year 25. So on July 30, UP Finance Minister Suresh Kumar Khanna presented supplementary budget of rupees 12,909 crore for the year 2024-2025. So please remember one very important point, that who is the Finance Minister of UP? Suresh Kumar Khanna, and he has given the budget of 12,909 crore. Supplementary budget aims to bolster key factors such as industrial development, energy, and education. So three factors are under supervision: industrial development, energy, and education. Key allocation includes 7,500.18 crore for industrial sector growth and infrastructure improvement, and rupees 2,000 crore for the energy department. So all this will be done under this particular program. 1,000 crore is assigned for the transport department to purchase buses, and 600 crore is allocated for the Amrit Yojana under the urban development department. So some particular allocation for purchase of buses and 600 crore for the Amrit Yojana under urban development department. Additional allocation includes rupees 200 crore for short term program under the Uttar Pradesh Skill Development Mission, and rupees 100 crore for the construction of rural stadiums and open gyms. So this all will be done under this particular program. Andhra Pradesh government renames 6 students welfare schemes after prominent educational pioneers. So Andhra Pradesh government has renamed 6 students welfare scheme previously named after the former chief minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy, and names of the eminent educational pioneers. So recently what Andhra Pradesh government has done, they have renamed 6 welfare schemes after the former chief minister Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy with the names of eminent educational provisions. So recently what has happened in Andhra Pradesh, elections were held, and now in Andhra Pradesh new government has been formed. And now when we are talking about Andhra Pradesh, what they have done is that some of the schemes were going on with the name of the Y.S. Jagmohan Reddy, as the earlier Chief Minister was the son of this former Chief Minister of this state. So the scheme were formerly known as Jagananan Amavodi is now Taliki Vandana, offering financial aid. So this is for financial aid. Jagananan Vidya Kanuka is now Sarvapalli Radhakrishna Vidyamitra, providing education kits. Jagannan Goru Muda is now Doka Sitama Madhyana Badi Bhojana, and this is the midday meal scheme. Mana Badi Nadu Nedu is now Mana Badi Mana Bhavishyakuta, focusing on school renovation. And Swecha is now Balika Raksha, providing free sanitary napkins for female students. And Jagannan Ani Mitulya is now Abdul Kalam Pratibha Purakshanam uh, Puraskram, providing financial rewards to the students who topped in their schools, respectively. So these all schemes were changed with the name from earlier names to new names. Kolkata famous tram faced discontinuation after 150 years. So recently what has happened, I hope you all have seen in films or in real life these trams to be going on road. These are kind of a rail or train that are particularly being built in Kolkata. They particularly travel in Kolkata on the roads and travel on the railway tracks that are being built by the Britishers. So 150 years ago. So Kolkata tram operational since late 19th century are set to be discontinued. The decision is due to increasing congestions in the city. Despite the discontinuation, one tram route will remain operational. The trams are a significant part of Kolkata rich transportation history. As you know that earlier during the 18th and 19th century, early 19th century, and early 20th century up to 1932, the Kolkata was the capital of our country under the British era. And to develop that particular city for their purpose and for their relief, they have also started this particular tram system in their particular city for traveling, and it has been there for the last 150 years, but now it has been discontinued. Only one tram will be there, that is to just provide a historical significance and just to give people experience of what a tram was. And it has been discontinued because of the increasing number of congestion in the city of the new of the population that has been increased. So now Kolkata's famous tram has been discontinued. Mankidia community becomes the sixth PVTG to get habitat rights over forest in Odisha. So remember, this community is from which state? Mankidia community is from Odisha. Has been granted habitat rights over forest in Odisha. So they have been given habitat rights means now they have been given the rights that this forest is yours and that will not be deforested in the future. They are the sixth particular vulnerable tribal groups to receive such rights. So this is the sixth time any PVTG has got this right. Mankidia are known as their traditional skills in rope making and trapping monkeys. So this is their particular trade that they used to do and they are doing. This recognition supports their semi-nomadic lifestyle and cultural heritage. So this particular thing has been given to support them and to give them this indigenous and semi-nomadic lifestyle that they are living. CM Saath scheme officially launched the support meritorious students. So Chief Minister Dr. Manik Shah launched the CM Saath scheme. Okay, so remember Dr. Manik Shah, he's from Tripura and he's the Chief Minister of Tripura and he recently launched CM Saath scheme. The scheme aims to boost the educational prospects of the state's brightest students. So those students who are doing really great in academics, to support them, this scheme has been launched. It provides financial support for higher education to meritorious students. The initiative reflects the state government's commitment to quality education. So this particular initiative is given to provide quality education and higher education, and those students who are particularly good in academics but they have financial issues, so that their particular education should not be hampered. So this particular scheme has been given. Mountaineers school unclimbed peak in Arunachal Pradesh, name it after sixth Dalai Lama. So recently what has happened, a team from National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sport NIMAS achieved an extraordinary feat. They successfully scaled an unnamed and unclimbed peak in Gauri Chain range of Arunachal Pradesh Himalaya. So this peak has not been named, and this peak was unclimbed so far, but it has been climbed in today's world. The peak stands at 6383 meter from the sea level, and this peak has been named after the sixth Dalai Lama. So Dalai Lama is a position in the Tibet community, and they particularly provide this position to the person who has been honored that he is the part of the Buddha community. And by that purpose, sixth Dalai Lama's name was given to this peak, and now it has been climbed by which particular institute? National Institute of Mountaineering and Adventure Sports. So you must be thinking that if the Mount Everest was climbed so back in the history in 1953, why it took so much time to climb this particular peak? Because it doesn't matter that how much high a mountain is. The thing that matter in climbing a mountain is the terrain we are going through. Okay, if you compare Mount Everest with Mount K2, the second highest peak in the world, you will see that Mount K2 is more difficult to be climbed than Mount Everest. So it depends upon the terrain, on what kind of track they have. Okay. MSDE expands model skill loan scheme, raises loan limit to rupees 7.5 lakh. So Union Minister of State Jayant Chaudhary launched an enhanced model skill loan scheme for skill development courses, increasing the maximum loan limit to 7.5 lakh from 1.5 lakh. So to upgrade your skills, if you want any kind of loan, you can take the loan under the model skill loan scheme. The revised scheme aims to benefit 25,000 students annually by ensuring financial support for skill training. So, under this particular scheme, 25,000 students annually will be assured with this particular type of skills. New scheme include non-banking financial companies and non-banking financial company microfinance institutions and small finance bank as eligible lenders. Okay, so all these will be providing these loans. Scheme will be backed by guarantee against default up to 75% of loan disbursed. So particularly this under this, the 75% of the loan that has been asked is being given to the students. The model skill loan scheme builds upon the credit guarantee fund scheme for skill development launched in 2015. So this is all about it. Remember, MSDE expands the model skill loan scheme under the Union Minister of State Jayant Chaudhary. RBI Digital Payment Index increases 12.6% in 2024. So Reserve Bank of India of Digital Payment Index, it has shown that increment of 445.5 to the end of March 2024, marking 12.6% increase compared to March 2023. RBI measures the adoption and extent of online transaction in India, showcasing continuous rise in digital payment adoption. So RBI is showing that particularly digital payment is increasing in our country, and now it has been increased by 12.6% comparing the March 2023. The index is composed of 5 broad parameters: payment enablers, payment infrastructure, demand side factors, payment infrastructure, supply side factors, payment performance, and consumer centricity. The increase in the RBI DPI has been given by significant advancement in payments and payment infrastructure across India. So basically, this will provide an infrastructure that will help in smooth and efficient payments all over the country. RBI introduced the RBI DPI in January 2021 with March 2028 as the base year. So 2018 is the base year, and comparing to the base year, we are comparing all the years that how much we have been increased in the online transaction forum. SIDBI partners C2 Trades and Ugrow Capital to facilitate loans to MSME sector. So what has happened here? The Small Industries Development Bank of India has entered into a co-lending partnership with C2 Trends and Ugrow Capital to facilitate loans to the micro, small and medium enterprise sector. So particularly under the MSME, this particular type of facilitate loan is provided to the MSME sector by the SIDBI partners with C2 Trends. This partnership are established under the Reserve Bank of India co-lending framework to boost priority sector lending. SIDBI has onboarded C2 Trades, an RBI approved trade receivable discounting system platform to buy C2FO. C2 Trades allows MSMEs to get real early liquidity within 24 hours. Ugrow Capital co-lending partnership with SIDBI aims to enhance credit reach. So all the banking students just remember one thing, that SIDBI is going to partner with C2 Trades and Ugrow Capital to provide loans to the MSME sector. Okay. TPSL SSL collaborated with Bank of India to facilitate financing for solar systems. So Tata Power Solar System Limited and collaborated with Bank of India to facilitate financing for rooftop solar installation and establishing of electric vehicles charging stations. So basically Tata Power System is now working with Bank of India and they're collaborating to provide solar installments on the rooftop and also some electric vehicle charging stations. Under the Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, residential customer can avail loans up to rupees 2 lakh to an annual interest rate of 7.10 with a margin money requirement of 5%. So under the Pradhan Mantri Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, their particular loans will be provided to the people and that will be up to rupees 2 lakh at an interest rate of 7.1. And this particular thing is going on because the government is providing all these things to provide green energy to this country so that the climate change factors can be suppressed. For installations from 3 kilowatt to 10 kilowatt, eligible applicants can avail loans up to rupees 6 lakh. All Udyam registered MSME customers can avail loans up to rupees 30 crore at an interest of 9.35% per annum. The collaboration marks a significant milestone as TPSSL becomes the first solar company to collaborate with Bank of India. So all this has been done under this collaboration. Rapido becomes unicorn with fresh USD 120 million funding from Westbridge. So Bangalore-based ride-hailing startup Rapido. Rapido, I hope you all know, is a company that provide services in the field of providing ride to the people to reach some destination. Rapido has achieved unicorn status after raising USD 120 million in its latest Series E funding round by the Westbridge Capital. So Westbridge Capital is a big investment company and they have provided how much money? 120 million USD dollar. That means the company Rapido has now become a $1 billion company and now they are particularly known, they got the unicorn status. Westbridge Capital investment amount through the Setu Alternative Investment Fund, Trust, Konark Trust, and MMPL Trust. So they have collaborated with the Rapido with all these type of trust. The board member of Rapido passed a speculation resolution to allot 10 equity shares, 95,479 Series E and 95,489 Series E1 compulsory convertible preferred shares to an issue price of rupees 52,467 per share. In April 2022, Rapido raised 180 million in a Series D round led by food tech major Swiggy and other existing investors. So earlier they got this particular funding and now they have got another one. Rapido transitioned from a commission-driven aggregator model to a software as a service model for its auto driver partners in December 2023. So they are also working on providing softwares through which they are particularly in collaboration with the Rapido drivers that are working for them in the field. Axis Bank and MasterCard launched MyBiz credit card for small business owners. So I hope you remember that Axis Bank and has partnered with the MasterCard to launch the MyBiz credit card to help the businessman in traveling and doing day-to-day business. So for that purpose, remember Axis Bank has partnered with whom? They have partnered with MasterCard. Bank of Baroda and Ease My Trip launched co-branded travel debit card. So Bank of Baroda, they have introduced co-branded travel debit card in collaboration with easemytrip.com. So this particular type of collaboration is of doing two things. One is to provide different type of offers to the people on this credit card while they are traveling. And while they are traveling, they have to book the lounge, they have to go for the flight, they have to book some type of food, they have to book some services. So for that purpose, this credit card has been launched. Card caters to frequent travelers and those interested in entertainment and lifestyle. This is the first co-branded travel debit card launched by a public sector bank in India. The initiative reflects the growing trends towards customized financial products. Moody upgrades India's economic growth forecast to 7.1% for the year 2024. So Moody, a particular company that is dedicated to provide ratings and provide the data regarding any company's economic growth, has given this particular GDP growth to 7.1% in the year 2024. The earlier projection was 6.8%, made in Japan, made in June. And this upgraded highlights India's role in driving growth in Asia Pacific region. So they are saying particularly that India is doing a lot great, and in Asia Pacific region, the India's driving growth is very highlighted because all the other economies are not doing that much good. Other global institutions like World Bank and IMF have also adjusted their projection positively. So it has been seen for the last quarter, in the last quarter, and now in this quarter. UPI now mandatory for bids up to 5 lakh rupees in public debt issues. So SEBI has implemented new guidelines requiring retail investors to use UPI for public debt issue up to rupees 5 lakh. So SEBI is now putting UPI into the action so that particular transparency and all the other things will be there, so that particular people will get to know that what kind of transactions are there regarding the purchase and selling of the stocks. This regulation aims to streamline the application process of individual investors. As I said, non-convertible redeemable preference shares, municipal debt securities, and securitized debt instrument. New rule will take effect on 1st of November 2024. DAC approved a capital acquisition proposals to enhance the capabilities of Indian Army and Indian Coast Guard. So recently what has happened, the Defence Acquisition Council chaired by Union Minister Rajnath Singh, approved various capital acquisition proposals by enhanced capabilities of Indian Army and Indian Coast Guard. So some kind of acquisition of the things have been done by the Indian Army and Indian Coast Guard. So that is being cleared by the DAC, that is the Defence Acquisition Council. DAC has given acceptance of necessity for procuring the advanced land navigation system for armored fighting vehicles and for the Indian Army, and 22 interceptor boats for the Indian Coast Guard. So recently some new technology and some new instruments will be given. So for that purpose, the DAC has given the approval. Amendment to deal for 31 MQ-9B high altitude long endurance unmanned vehicle and for general atomics aeronautical system. DAC has approved the scheduled refit of the aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya later this year. So INS Vikramaditya is an indigenous built aircraft carrier of India, and particularly to refit the aircraft carrier of this particular INS Vikramaditya, the particular approval has been given. Ministry of Defence signed memorandum of understanding with the National Stock Exchange to facilitate capital market access to micro, small and medium enterprises in the defence sector. So all this has been done in this also. IDEX and AFMS signed MOU for medical innovations and research advancement. So recently in innovation for defense excellence and defense innovation organization signed an MOU with the Armed Force Medical Services. What is the MOU? Let's see. So MOU aims to promote innovation and research in developing novel medical technologies for the armed forces. So for the armed forces, this new innovation and research will be there to develop novel medical technologies. Initiative will be driven by the launch of the Defense India Startup Challenge, Addition Mira, addressing critical medical challenges faced by the armed forces. Collaboration will leverage the unique strength and expertise both organizations to promote modern technology in medical technologies. MOU was signed by Anurag Vajpayee, Additional Secretary and CEO of DIO and Lieutenant General. So remember that recently IDEX and AFMS, they have signed memorandum for the medical innovations and research advancement. Dassault Aviation expand footprints in India with new military MRO subsidiaries. So Dassault Aviation, I hope you know, was the particular that company that provided Rafale jets to India. And Dassault Aviation, they have announced the establishment of new subsidiary in India. So they are particularly building a unit in India. This particular unit will provide military maintenance, repair, and overhaul operations. So all type of maintenance and other things will be provided. This move aimed to expand Dassault presence in Indian market. The company is renowned for its Rafale fighter planes. India's DRDO IIT Delhi developed ABHED lightweight bulletproof jackets. So recently DRDO and IIT Delhi, they have developed lightweight bulletproof jackets named Abhed. Abhed stands for Advanced Ballistic for High Energy Defeat. The jackets are designed to provide enhanced protection for the military personnel. This development is a significant advancement in defense technology. So this all will be done under this particular scheme. And Abhed is the new lightweight bulletproof jackets that is being developed by two organizations. Remember which organization? One is DRDO and another one is IIT Delhi. So they have collaborated to create Abhed lightweight bulletproof jackets. MOES celebrated 18th Foundation Day, released important publications for public utility and benefit. So Ministry of Earth Sciences, they have particularly celebrated the 18th Foundation Day on 2024 and headquartered in Prithvi Bhavan, New Delhi. The event marked 20 years of significant contribution of the earth sciences across earth system sciences, including atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, cyrosphere, and biosphere. So atmosphere is all about the atmosphere that is surroundings of the earth. Hydrosphere is related to the basically the water things and all the oceanography. Lithosphere is related to the crust part. Cyrosphere or chirosphere is related to the interior, and biosphere is related to the all the flora and fauna. Key attendees include Professor Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, and M. Ravichandran, Secretary of the Ministry of Earth Science. Ministry of Earth Science launched four important publications, including Standard Operation Procedure on Cyclone Warning in India and a consolidated report on the 14th Indian Arctic Expedition. A popular science talk was organized by Dr. St. Bellis Gascon from the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecasting. So all this was discussed under the 18th Foundation Day. So remember which ministry has recently particularly commemorated the 18th Foundation Day. So that is the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Launch of Paridhi 24-25 by Union Minister of Textile. So recently Union Minister of Textile Shri Giriraj Singh launched India Specific Fashion Trendbook Paridhi 24-25. The event also saw the launch of the bilingual web portal for the of Vision Next and AI taxonomy ebook. So what is Vision Next? This is all a particular program started to see what can be done in the field of textile and how AI is going to help that particular problem and particular solution would be given. Over 150 industry leaders from fashion, textile, retail and sectors attended the event. Vision Next has produced numerous trend reports and research papers on Indian wear categories. So this has been under the Ministry of Textile. So remember Paridhi 24-25 is related to what? It is related to Ministry of Textile. International Day of Friendship. So United Nations International Day of Friendship annually observed on July 30 to honor the enduring bonds of friendship. So International Day of Friendship is on 30th of July. But if we talk about the Friendship Day, it particularly observed on 5th of August. The day marks the 13th anniversary of International Friendship Day, first observed in 2011. The United Nations General Assembly adopted the resolution proclaiming 30 July as the International Day of Friendship. This day is celebrated with various activities to honor friendship despite different dates observed around the world. The Friendship Day is celebrated on first Sunday in August. So that is all about it. Please remember that International Day of Friendship was on 30th of July. World Ranger Day 2024. So recently World Ranger Day is annually observed on 31st of July, commemorating ranger killed or injured in the line of duty and to celebrate their critical work in protecting natural and cultural treasures. So ranger is a particular type of professional or personal who particularly takes care of the forest, like if you have heard about the forest rangers. And also these rangers are also working in different type of armed forces. So to commemorate the particular sacrifice that they have given, 31st of July is dedicated to them. 2024 theme for World Rangers Day is 30 by 30, aligning with the global goal of 2022 UN Convention on Biological Diversity, 15th Conference of the Parties. World Ranger Day is an initiative of the International Ranger Federation, promoted together with the Thin Green Line Foundation. World Ranger Day was started to be observed annually from 31st of July 2007. IRF support ranger and their families through various initiatives and programs. So those who have sacrificed, their family should be taken care, and for that purpose, International Ranger Federation takes care of their families. World Maritime Day 2024. This particular day is commemorated on 26th of September, and we all know the International Maritime Organization exists in London. So remember this place, and World Maritime Day is observed on 26th of September. Another one, International Day for the total elimination of nuclear weapons, that is on 26th of September. So 26th of September is observed annually as the International Day for the total elimination of the nuclear weapons. Another one, ADB retained India's economic growth forecast at 7% for financial year 24. So recently, Asian Development Bank, they have declared that India's GDP growth to be 7% and 7.2% for the year 2025. Report attributes its growth to the government fiscal consolidation efforts. So what the efforts that government is putting, according to that, the Asian Development Bank that is giving this particular report that India's economy is going to be increased in 7% in 2024 and 7.2 in 2025. So for 2025, private investment, urban consumption, and job creation are expected to boost the economic growth, and that is why this all has been given here. KIIT awarded UN ECOSOC Special Consultative Status. So Kaling Institute of Industrial Technology, deemed to be university, has been granted special consultative status by the United Nations Economic and Social Council. So remember which university has been given this status? That is the Kaling Institute of Industrial Technology. The acknowledgement highlights KIIT's dedication to the Sustainable Development Goal and UN Agendas 2030. So as we know that there are total 27 sustainable development goals, and for that purpose KIIT is dedicated. From 476 global applications, only 19 organizations including KIIT-DU were selected for this honor. This status allows engagement with ECOSOC, its subsidiary bodies, UN Human Rights Mechanism, small arms processes, and special events by the General Assembly President. KIIT has also signed MOU with UN volunteers offering students opportunities to work with various UN agencies. So this all will be done under this particular status. CSIR-IICT scientist Dr. S. Sridhar inducted as the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry. So remember this name. First of all, Dr. S. Sridhar. He has been given this honor to become the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, London. Dr. Sundar Gopal Sridhar, the Chief Scientist Engineer of the CSIR India and Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, has been inducted as the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry. Sridhar is recognized for his exceptional work in membrane technology and has an extensive career of 26 years. So now he has become the royal partner of this particular um, society, which is dedicated to work in the field of chemistry, and it is a very famous and very old particular organization that includes all the very famous minds and very important minds all over the world of any particular subject. So now it has included Sridhar S. Sridhar, Sundar Gopal Sridhar into its society. He has designed and installed over 75 water purification plants and benefiting 50 lakh people across 10 states in India. His innovation includes affordable system to produce medical grade ultra pure waters used in dialysis for over 2 lakh patients. So two important things that he has done. One is the purification of water using these membranes, and also the in the field of dialysis. During COVID-19 pandemic, he designed low-cost multi-layer washable mask distributed to over 6 lakh individuals. And also one more achievement that he has done, that he created washable masks during the COVID-19 program and distributed to over 6 lakh individuals at that time. IRS officers Prabodh Seth and Ramesh Narayan Prabhat appointed as the member of CBDT. So appointments of the Committee of Cabinet has approved the appointment of Prabodh Seth and Ramesh Narayan Prabhat as the new member of the Central Board of Direct Taxes. So remember, IRS officer, Indian Revenue Officer, Prabodh Seth and Ramesh Narayan has been appointed as the members. Prabodh Seth has been appointed as the Principal Chief Commissioner and International Taxation in CBDT, and Ramesh Narayan Prabhat has been appointed as the Director General of the Income Tax in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Ravi Agrawal has been elevated as the Chairman of CBDT, and the CBDT is an apex policy making body of the Income Tax Department, functioning under the Department of Revenue, Ministry of Finance. So remember, two new names have been added to this particular body. Center notifies appointment of Chief Justices of 8 High Courts. So recently, in 8 High Courts in 8 states, new Chief Justice has been appointed. Who are them? So central government has notified the appointment of Chief Justice to the 8 High Courts. This move aims to fill key individual positions, judicial positions, and ensure smooth functioning of the judicial system. So recently, this particular program has been done to provide particular head of some particular courts, so that the swift working could be done by the Chief Justice. Union Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal announced the appointments. Appointment include Chief Justice for Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, Kerala, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Madras and Jharkhand High Court. So all these areas, new Chief Justice have been appointed. Now you must be worrying that we need to remember all of them. No, don't worry. Okay, so let's summarize. So IMF approved $7 billion loan for Pakistan, Thailand to allow same-sex couple marriage after Taiwan and Nepal. It has become the third country. Union Minister Manohar Lal inaugurate NFMS Control Center at REC Limited. Government of India, ADB, signed loan agreement of $200 million to enhance urban sanitation. Central Silk Board celebrates 75 years of its establishment. UP Finance Minister Suresh Kumar Khanna presented 12,909 crore budget for the financial year 25. Andhra Pradesh government renames 6 student welfare schemes after prominent educational pioneers. Kolkata famous tram faced discontinuation after 150 years. Mankedia community becomes the 6th PVTG to get habitat right over forest. CM Saath scheme officially launched to support meritorious students. Mountaineering scale unclimbed peak in Arunachal Pradesh, named it after 6th Dalai Lama. MSDE expand model skill loan scheme raises loan limit to rupees 7.5 lakh. RBI digital payment index increases 12.6%. SIDBI partners with C2 Trades to provide loans to MSMEs. TPSSL collaborated with Bank of India to provide finance for the solar system implementation. Rapido becomes unicorn with the fresh USD $120 million funding. Axis Bank and MasterCard launched MyBiz credit card. Bank of Baroda Ease My Trip launched co-branded with the debit cards. Moody upgraded India's economic growth to 7.1%. UPI is now mandatory for bids up to rupees 5 lakh in public debt issued by SEBI. DAC approved capital acquisition proposals to enhance capabilities of Army and Indian Coast Guard. IDEX and AFMS signed MOU to provide innovation to the medical services in armed forces. Dassault Aviation to particularly provide a subsidiary in our country and for particularly operations to be smooth. India DRDO IIT Delhi developed a new lightweight bulletproof jacket known as Abhed. MOES celebrated 18th Foundation Day, released important publications for public utility and benefits. Launch of Paridi 24-25 by Union Minister of Textile. International Day of Friendship 2024. World Ranger Day 31st of July. World Maritime Day 2024 and September. And International Day for Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons. ADB retains India's economic growth forecast at 7%. KIIT awarded UN ECOSOC special consultative status. CSIR-IICT scientist Dr. S. Sridhar inducted as the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, London. IRS officer Prabodh Seth and Ramesh Narayan has been appointed as the member of CBDT. Center notifies appointment of some Chief Justice of 8 Chief Justice of 8 High Courts. And that's it in this session. I hope this session is clear to everyone and you got a lot to know in this session. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.